Every dictatorship has one obsession, and that's it. So in ancient Rome, they gave the people bread and circuses. They kept the populace busy with entertainment. But other dictatorships use other strategies to control ideas, the knowledge. How do they do that? Lower education, they limit culture, censor information. They censor any means of individual expression. And it's important to remember this, that this is a pattern that repeats itself throughout history.
You see, an old man told me once that the hardest thing today is to be an Indian. Now, he did not mean racial discrimination. He did not mean bias and prejudice. He did not mean the white man's hate for us. What he meant was living the life of a traditional Indian in today's world. Today's world, it's too easy to be white. To be a white man, all you have to be concerned about is money and possessions and the pleasures, what he terms pleasures of life, when he doesn't realize that here lies the pleasure, the life that's around us, these green things that are our relatives, this grass, the things that grow are our relatives. That is life. That's beauty. The clouds, the universe, the birds, the four-leggeds, all living things which are relatives. But the white man sees that he has to manipulate and exploit all these things so that he can have pleasure, self-pleasure. It's complete selfishness. And so this is what that old man meant when the hardest thing today is to be an Indian, to get up with the morning star and pray at the time that the great mystery gave the two-legged the time to
come
pray.
To Trump rally today.
He's a good man. I love him. We need him. He saved the country.
You love him?
Yeah, I think he's a good man. What do you think?
Why? When did you decide he was such a good man?
2016. I liked his words, and I like he did everything he said he was going to do, and he did it.
What are some of those things that he said and then he did? Maybe just one thing he said and then he did.
He caught me off guard there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
Because we've done a great job. I think we've had the best almost 100 days of any president, and most people are saying that, and it's an honor. We're bringing back our country. We're respected as a country again, and we're strongly respected. And people are amazed. I was with some very important people today, and they said that they've never seen a turnaround of the country as fast as this. Even look at our border.
one of the world's trauma experts, Bessel van der Kolk, said to me, is a poster boy for trauma. The grandiosity, the denial of reality, the genuine inability to tell reality from lies, the aggressiveness. Trump said once that the world is a horrible place, it's dog eat dog. Even your friends want your wife, they want your money, they want your house, and this is your friends. He wasn't making it up. That sense of the world being a horrible place reflected his childhood. Tyrant of a father who demeaned his kids horribly, and a mother who didn't
Dear
protect
Mr.
them.
Trump, I'm speaking to you from the heart because that's how I communicate, and I really hope you'll listen. Today was a big day in Greenland. Our people came together today, marching peacefully to say, enough. Enough of your talk of taking over our land. Enough of the way you speak about Greenland as if it is something to be claimed, bought, or controlled. My family, my siblings, their children, my cousins, their children, along with the rest of the people of Greenland, just want to live in peace without the shadow of your threats, because that is what it is, a threat. It may not feel like one to you, sitting where you are, powerful and untouchable. But to us, the people who have called this land our home for thousands of years, who have survived in the Arctic through wisdom, resilience, and deep respect for the land, your words are not just words. They are a reminder of a long history of outsiders trying to take what is not theirs. Greenland is not a piece of property. It is our home. It is our past, our present, and our future, and we will protect it. I hope this makes it absolutely clear. We do not want to be Americans. We are Greenlandic. We have our own identity, our own culture, and our own way of life, and we will not allow that to be erased or taken from us. So hear us when we say enough. Respectfully, Tupac.
Placed inside the jar, and the lid is then sealed. They are left undisturbed for 3 days. Then, when the jar is opened, the fleas will not jump out. In fact, the fleas will never jump higher than the level set by the lid. Their behavior is now set for the rest of their lives. And when these fleas reproduce, their offspring will automatically follow their example. This is how generational trauma truly works.
Something in the book that blew my mind, which is there's a part in there where you talk about the tax burden.
Yeah.
And if we just collected the taxes that were owed,
yeah,
it would account for $1.something trillion. And your calculation of how we could end poverty in this country was how much money?
So if you take everyone below the poverty line and lift them above it, that's about $177 billion a year. And it's a super rough estimate, but it gives us a sense of what we're talking about when we're talking about ending poverty, because that's so utterly attainable for us, right? That's less than 1% of our GDP.
Right.
So a study came out that showed that if the top 1% of Americans just paid all the taxes they owed.
Just the ones they owed?
Just the ones they owed, and not got taxed at a higher rate, just paid what they owed, we would net about $175 billion a year. So we could just about close the poverty gap.
Just with, and without levying other taxes, just collecting what we need.
Right. I mean, so like,
So,
yeah, right. Yeah.
But like, when you say that, I just go, no.
Right.
That can't be.
Right.
But be.
Right.
That's insane.